You know what the fuck it is. So today we're gonna talk about karma. We're gonna talk about karma. And being a good person and not taking advantage of good people and stuff, right? And we're gonna talk about how when women, a lot of women do this, right? See, a lot of women are reflecting right now because of their choices that they took towards people that was really pure in their life. You know, we can talk about the thing that a lot of people do in relationships is something called like a lot of people manifest. A lot of people manifest off of other people. You know, that's one of the main reasons, whether directly or indirectly, when people are in a relationship and stuff, why they cheat and stuff. There's many reasons, but one of the reasons is that a lot of times people manifest off of people's energy. You know, they're able to have certain stuff come their way. That could even be toxic. That's even a test for them when they have a certain blessing that comes in their way. That's going to decide if they're going to still have that going forward or not. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, this is how that comes about. That's why when people are like in a relationship, they got a good person and stuff, you know, they take advantage of them. You know, they have low self-esteem. A lot of women in situations when they have a guy that really cares for them and stuff, if they already haven't fixed their ways and stuff, they have low self-esteem. So they feel like they're not good for that guy. So they'll sabotage their own relationship. You know what I mean? To make themselves feel good. And exactly what I mean by this is like a lot of times women will look for like a person that's going to basically play on their ego, that's going to build their ego. A lot of times when females cheat, it's not about like a guy being better than you or none of that shit. It's just the fact that they got low self-esteem and someone's giving them attention, and that attention is like it's feeding their ego. It's their ego. If they haven't mastered that and mastered that energy, they're gonna keep jumping out there and feeding that ego until they're delivered from it. You get what I'm saying? And usually when women are doing that shit, it's like some fake ass. It's almost like flying monkeys without flying monkeys. Even if they wasn't being a narcissist to someone, well, most of them always are. But even if they wasn't, it's like those people that surround them. Basically, it's like flying monkeys because they don't even really care about them. You get what I'm saying? And they're gonna leave them in the dust, and then that person's gonna be left with nothing. And that person that they was taking advantage of, usually these women know when they have a good person and a person that they shouldn't be doing that to. That's why they're doing it. You get what I'm saying? In hopes of like, you know what I mean? Just whenever they choose to deal with it. But while they're choosing to deal with it, as far as not leaving it alone, they're weaponizing that way of life towards someone that cares for them until that person gets tired of it. Because every person can only take so much, y'all. Once a person takes so much disrespect, you know what I'm saying? That I don't care how much disrespect, and this is something that I never understood in relationships. And I'm telling y'all this from a good heart standpoint. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's something. How you doing? It's something I never understood because you got to think about it, y'all. Like when you have a good person and stuff like that. Hold up. It's something I never understood. I never understood because when you do that, that's a form of energy harvesting for real. But when you're doing that, that runs out. You get what I'm saying? That runs out, and when it runs out, you know that's going to be a burden that you got to live with for the rest of your life. I know the time that we're in right now, a lot of people are realizing that like they lost good people that care for them. You hear what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. I'm speaking specifically for my baby mother right now. Like I know how she feels by her decisions that she chose, but I'm saying this in general though. The reason why I can speak on this like this because my personal experience. You know what I mean? But I'm saying this in general though, because I know y'all know, like it's like a different person, but it's like the same like traits and stuff. Y'all know like how like a narcissist, they'll be like you'll talk to someone that escaped the narcissist, and you'll be like, oh, I dealt with this, or this person was doing this, and y'all know how that person will be like, that person was doing that to me also, or I was dealing with that also. Like it'd be crazy as shit. But this is why though, because it's the same entity, it's the same energy, it's the same feeding. You know what I mean? But it's very, very cautious that you get away from that person. That's why the mother of my child, like as soon as I realized for real, what she was on, like I pushed her immediately away, with my kid or not. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't know I was gonna be alienated from my child. I didn't think that she was gonna do that, y'all. But that happened to be the consequence that I got from choosing myself or whatever in this type of situation. But yeah, I pushed her away immediately. But not even towards like an intimate relationship or someone you have a kid with, even a friendship, y'all. You know, the friendship, it's like the same type of stuff goes on, how people use people and they're not really genuine with them. You know what I mean? And they don't see it for taking advantage of it from a positive standpoint. You know, if a female it has low self-esteem, she's gonna gravitate towards any and every man that she would deem attractive, sometimes maybe even not attractive, maybe even women, you know what I mean? Maybe even the same sex. She's gonna go towards that, and she's gonna take everything that comes with that until literally what she's playing on, like the energy, she's the good person that's around her, that she's manifesting to have that stuff even able to come about to the degree it is, all that's gonna be stripped away from her, and she's gonna lose those people too, you know? It's like basically like you shut it, like what I did, I shut the whole game off. I said, and this is, and of course, like again, y'all, I'm saying this because I'm a man, you know, I mess with women, but even a woman, if you escape the narcissist, a man, it's the same thing, you know. But this is why I said to myself, I said, and I mean, it's no disrespect, but this is just real shit. If a bitch want to do her thing, I'm gonna allow her. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna allow you to do your thing, and I'm just gonna kick you out of my life, you know. And I'm not gonna, but the thing that's once I do that though is definite and it's final. Like there's no going back, because once I see you as a hoe, as a man, you'll always be a hoe to me, even when you change. So that's the worst state that you can put yourself in with me, to play with me like that. You know what I mean? And but yeah, no, it's a serious thing, y'all, because this is the thing. We know a lot of people have sex addictions, right? A lot of people have sex addictions, and a lot of people will trick for sex too. You know what I mean? Like my baby mother was doing all of that shit. You know, you pay to play or get tricked on. You get what I'm saying? All of that disrespecting your home. You know what I mean? All of that activity, getting like fake hotel. It not getting fake. Getting hotel rooms and shit. All the sneaky behavior, sneaking around and shit. It all catches up to you. It's not even worth it. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, like, my main reason why I'm saying this in hopes of baby mothers that's on this type of time to just stop. You know, because we don't need no more. It always goes back to children, right, y'all? Like we don't need no more families that's together off of a person that wants to use another person that cares, or use their sexual behavior in such a manner, whether because they have low self-esteem or whatever, a sex addiction or whatever. Like, but when that's done, what happens with the kid is now the kid's robbed from a family. You know what I mean? Just off of your choices. Like we got to do better, y'all, because it's like a lot of relationships with y'all women that are doing this, y'all, it's so much beautiful relationships that's just lost forever because of instant dopamine hits. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, it's like a lot of y'all women, like my baby mother, it's like y'all was chasing thrills, fun, excitement. You know what I mean? That's how it felt. You know, even more so, like, y'all know how they say some of the best sex is sex that you shouldn't have and shit like that. But like all of that rise of that climax like that, and then you gonna have yourself in forever pain. You know, now the mother of my child is a single mom. You know what I mean? And how I look at that, even with who she's with, who she messed with, she's still a single mom, because she'll never get her original family back. And I know that that's something that she wants, that she's embarrassed, that she'll never tell me. You know it's bad. You know it's bad in situations where a person's did you so bad. It's not even about them not being able to tell you on some just regular shit. They can't tell you because they're embarrassed, and they know that they can't defend themselves, and they know they can't get themselves out of it for real, no matter whatever they say. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, like, it's like I feel so sorry for my son, but not for myself in a way, because I really did everything that I could, y'all, and I took more than what a man should even, like what my baby mother all did to me, and the disrespect. A person will see a piece of that, even with the woman not even doing it specifically to him yet, and just leave her alone. But she kept disrespecting me over and over and over, and the more and this is what I realized, and this is the same thing all the time. The more you think like, oh, I just gotta love on them harder, or I'm gonna love them more, and stuff like that, right? That's just gonna feed their ego more for them to disrespect you. You get what I'm saying? And then it becomes a seared conscience, and then it's like they're just cheating. It becomes like a regular thing, and it's like they don't even care no more, you know. But most women, just like my baby mother, though, most women that do that, they did that to other people. Like I told y'all, like she has exes that was exes of my exes that she did that to, you know. I was like already low key more than aware, and I can say that now as far as the healing, even though I be spazzing at the time because I'm still separated from my son. Like, it was more the proof out there that she was a hoe, and that she wasn't emotionally stable, and that she had a sex addiction, like, and that she gravitated towards attention, and whoever gave it to her, you know. Like, I should have been more mature to see all of that for exactly what it was, and just left her dumb ass alone, and really shouldn't even have put a baby in her. You get what I'm saying? But my son is a reminder of how strong my love is. That even if and niggas might laugh, you know, I noticed the internet and all of that, but like I'm just saying, like, that even with a hoe, that a nigga would still even to withstand the pain of a hoe attacking him, you know, behind his back, that like I still was able to bring my love and make a beautiful life, you know what I mean? And bring a Lord me out here, you know? That's why I'm forever grateful that, you know, I created such a beautiful son, you know? But as far as her though, like I don't feel sorry for her at all, you know, or any woman or man that would be in that way of acting or treating anybody like, you know, you gotta, it's like once you lay your bed, that's the bed that you gotta sleep in for the rest of your life, you know? It's just another lesson. The mother of my child won't be the first woman that learned this lesson, and she won't be the last either, sad to say, you know? Because, man, egos make women do wild things, you know? It makes them feel like something that's a blessing isn't even a blessing, while they're knowing it's a blessing too, you know? They don't have them just like disrespect what the universe gave them. But this is what people don't realize. The universe will give you something and bless you, but the universe will also punish you for life also, especially if you disrespect that blessing. You know what I mean? That's why it's very important to respect the blessings. I appreciate it. It's very, very important to respect those blessings, because those blessings will be taken from you, and that'll be something that you gotta think about and live with for the rest of your life. Like me, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life, even when I'm even as like I start like my new family and all of that, always like talking about this from like a growth standpoint, because it's something that's affected. Put it like this: the past 5 years of my life and what I went through off of my family being destroyed and all the abuse and child alienation, this has changed me, and since 2020 to now, more than the other like 27 years of my life, y'all. I'm so serious, you know, so serious on every level. It was harder. It was harder. It was stress. You know what I mean? But like everything. Like there's so much angles to it of why like I would never forgive her, you know, and never take her back, never allow her to be in my life again. She's a dangerous ass person, you know. But there's a lot of people out here like that though. You know, you just got to be cautious of them. And just like her, A lot of them seem to be innocent, you know? They seem to be really, really innocent. A lot of the women, they usually have like the curious faces, you know, baby faces. You think like they're so innocent and everything. Man, they the most conniving, y'all. You know, so yeah, like be careful who y'all partners are and stuff, and who y'all settle down with, who y'all have kids with. Be careful of all of that, because they're really out here, you know? And how I like to say it, it's not even their activities. It's not even the whole festivities and shit like that. But it's the fact that when they hurt people and stuff, how they don't even try to make it right. And what I mean by make it right, I don't mean get the person back in their life. Because if it's a person that has respect for themselves, or for the first time they're starting to have respect for themselves, they're usually gonna they're not gonna allow that, right? They're not gonna allow that. But those people usually will continue. I mean, they obviously they can't make it right if you know what I mean, you're not allowing them back in your life. But what I mean by make it right is like, but just tell the truth, you know? But it's like narcissists, like the way their minds work, even when they're caught up, they're always thinking manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can they hold on to for like collateral to try to control? You know what I mean? Something, or feel like they got control, even when they don't have no more control. Like, that's how fucked up their minds be. So it's like, once I really understood narcissists' minds and how they think of stuff, all my baby mother's games and shit like that, I just cut all of that shit off, and I started to transmuting all of her shit with her kicked out of my life, regardless if I had my son or not. And that's the rest of my life how it's gonna be. You know? I feel like that was the smartest decision. I said, after all the disrespect from her, I said, bitch, fuck you and your fun shit. You can go be a hoe, and your dumb ass gonna stay out of my life. And I'm gonna have no respect for you. I'm not gonna claim you. You get what I'm saying? I'm just shun you out. And then you're gonna have to live with that. And your son's gonna have to find out you're a hoe too, and what you did and all of that. And I'm just gonna leave you and all of that. You know? And at first I was like, you know, that's her punishment. But honestly, it's not even really a punishment. The more I think of it, it's the smartest thing, it's the safest thing. It's the most appropriate thing. You know how certain things are done, and it's like, this is the best decision because this was done. Whenever, not even just my situation, but whenever somebody does that, I feel like that's the best decision, in my personal opinion, with this, because I don't feel like a person that's disrespected a gift that the universe gave you so much should even get a second chance. But yo, I gave this bitch like multiple chances, and she cheated on me way more than 5 times, way more than 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, any chance that she got and had, you know, she went with it and ran with it. And, you know, took those thrills, took those trips, took those hotel visits, took all of that, messed with soda behind my back, sucked this behind my back, like every chance she got. So I feel like people like that, they don't deserve, I don't want to say they don't deserve love, but they definitely don't deserve to have it from the person, the original gift that they were supposed to have. Definitely not that. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer that, you know what I mean? Like, hell no. So it's like, and that's how it usually happens, because sometimes people need more self-love. I needed more self-love, but a lot of times people just care about people, because I did need more self-love, but I just cared about her so much because I knew her trauma, where it came from, you know? But I didn't think that she would purposely weaponize that towards me, even when we had a child. That's what shocked me even more about her. You know, they say a hoe's gonna be a hoe, but I don't know. I just thought it would have been more of a respect of like, all right, these are the issues I have. I know you're not fond of this, but I'm just telling you because I feel like this is gonna come up in some time and da-da-da. Like, it was no vulnerability. It was secrets and trying to hide stuff that, see, you never should try to hide stuff in a relationship, right, y'all? But you really shouldn't ever try to hide something in a relationship that's gonna, what do you call it? That's gonna still come up anyway. or something, if it comes up, it's something that can end a relationship in general. You really don't want to not talk about them things. It didn't allow for it to come up in a way where it's like a surprise, or even disrespect towards what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the worst thing you can do, you know? And yeah, it's serious. It's not a game, y'all. So you gotta see the realness in it. Don't try to manifest off people's energy and think that those people that you're abusing isn't gonna find out, or you're gonna still continue to be able to do that. And the universe face like that. The universe sees everything. The universe is gonna show that person, even if that person don't know exactly what's up. You're not gonna be around that person. It's gonna yoke you away, and that's what my spirit guides did with me, or the universe did with me. As far as my awareness, it made me aware to a point where it was easy for me just to cut her out of my life and put me away from her. You know.
Good morning.
How are you doing, bro?
Good, thank you.
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. We beat the first test. We woke up today. You know,
Yeah, I know.
it's crazy. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, man.
Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, it's very, very serious. It's not a game. It's why you treat people right, y'all. You know, treat people right. But I'm honored that I got this type of test from such a powerful demon because or entity attachment, I'll say, because it's gonna be the greatest lesson in my son. It's gonna be the greatest lesson in my son because I got a boy. My son is gonna have so much knowledge about like women or a person that people like his mom. And it's so sad that when I really explain to him a lot of this stuff, I'm not even gonna explain to him this type of stuff from his mom being like that. Like when I tell him what his mom did, that's gonna be separate after he gets the knowledge. When I'm telling him about this type of stuff, I'm gonna tell him about this type of stuff from like respect. You get what I'm saying? From like a respect standpoint of like, what to not accept. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like all relationships. You know what I mean? You don't take this type of disrespect from a so-called friend. You don't take this type of disrespect from a so-called girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Any relationship. Even me myself, if I'm out of pocket, I'm gonna let him know. Like, I want you to be able to tell me and speak your mind. I'm gonna really be able to instill even more in him now around the damage that she's done to me and how I transmuted it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna know. He's not gonna ever be in a situation where he gets a female playing with him or doing what his mom did to me. Like, he's not gonna ever be in no type of situation like that. Basically, what I'm saying is he's not even gonna be in a situation where it's like he sees it like that, and then he ends up having a kid with her off of his love, besides her disrespect. And then, like he's gonna be gone. Like, he sees like a female like how his mom is, he's gonna be gone, but way before the kid comes along or any of that shit. He's just gonna leave her in the dust. I'm gonna really explain the severity of him just to leave her in the dust. Like, let that hoe be, you know what I mean? Let that hoe run wild, you know what I mean? Don't try to tame her. Let her run wild. And just whatever connection you even thought that you have from her, just cut that shit off mentally, spiritually, physically, sexually. Cut that shit completely off. Because exactly what she's gonna do is she's not gonna want to change. She's just gonna want to find a lower vibrational person, hoping that it's you that's gonna feed her ego to make her feel special, because she has low self-esteem and she doesn't feel like she's enough for you. You get what I'm saying? So she's gonna find someone lower that she can be in a lower vibration with, probably even lower than hers. So she'll feel like she's up power because she already feels less than you. I'm gonna teach them all of that shit. Like, don't play them games with these hoes. Don't play these damn games with these hoes. This get back when I get back this time, this shit is gonna be like legendary. I'm telling y'all. The next checks that I get, and as I get back on my feet, this shit's gonna be legendary. This shit's gonna be legendary, y'all. This shit's gonna be legendary. Because everything that I faced in this time and all the attacks on me, this shit is gonna be legendary. I'm about to go to the gym today. I'm about to work out. You get what I'm saying? This shit gonna be legendary. I'm saying everything is happening for me right now. Like, I feel like I fought like the fight of my life. But when I'm saying like I'm transmuting every little tiny piece, it ain't nothing that I'm missing. Like, I'm telling y'all think I'm playing. I'm gonna have me like a narcissist class, and I'm gonna talk about all the angles. And it's like, I swear to God, like, it's gonna be worksheets. It's gonna be worksheets with bubbles like tests and shit that I give people. I rate people on. You know what I mean? With the answers, see if they put the right answers to your questions. About to know, like, if they're dealing with a narcissist, what type of narcissist / sociopath is that in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a be able to put it all in context to help people out, because I really want to save people from this shit. I feel like that's the biggest sign that I pat myself on the back, that lets me know how much of a good heart that I have. That by someone going so much out of their way and implementing so many different ways, using any and everything, anyone that they could to try to destroy me and bring me down, like, I got past, right? So it's like, with that being said, it's like, y'all telling me like I shouldn't you like try to bring attention to this shit to save other people. I feel like that's one of the first things that most people with a good heart and still have a good heart want to go about in a manner like they be like, man, shit, it's these type of people out here. What the fuck? I need to save people. Like, I don't want to see nobody like with a heart like mine get destroyed to a point where they got to come out of it. Some people don't even come out of it. I mean, look how long I've been in it, y'all. Look how long I've been in it. And I'm gonna say this now, right? Because I'll allow for y'all to see this, because whether my baby mother knew or not, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Like, I've had other women since my baby mother. I've been sexually active since my baby mother. You know, I've been moved on in a ways. The only thing of my connection still with her is that we have a child. You know, my ex is like my ex is a 47-year-old, and she's been in the medical field for like over 15 years. She has twins herself that are 14 years old, and her ex-husband is a sheriff. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all no lies. Like, I've been involved with another Puerto Rican woman. You know what I mean? That was like 40, looked like she like 20 years old. You know, her name was Jovina. She was a Scorpio. You know, I've been involved with another Taurus, with like 3 Tauruses. You know, one of them was white. You know, one of them was white, y'all. I was crashing out for a little bit, like. So I've had other partners since my baby, because I ain't gonna front. When I first was starting to crash out, my first thing was like, I said, you know what? I'm gonna be real with y'all. My first thing was, I got to get her energy out of my energy. So I was thinking like, I gotta have sex with other women to get her out of my energy. And that's when, like, I think I might have another baby. I told you I might have a daughter out here. I'm not even lying with y'all. I really might have a daughter out here. Because like, I wasn't playing. The disrespect was so much. I said, first off, I got to get this bitch sexual energy off me, because I was just so grossed out. I was like, I got to get her energy off me. Now, I've been involved with, for real, like, I've probably been in different situations and stuff. I've probably been involved with, since the mother of my child, y'all, I've probably been involved with like a good, like over 5, maybe like 10 female. Like, I'm not even lying, y'all. I'm not even lying. Because it's like, I wasn't playing about getting her energy off of me. I said, oh, you want to be a hoe? All right, I got something for that. I'm going to get your energy all off of me. Through multiple women. And then I'm going to heal within all of this. Because I shouldn't even really be doing this, but I got to get your energy off of me. And then, I didn't know what I was doing as I was still trying to find myself. So it was like, before that, I didn't have no history messing with like a lot of women, like in a way how I did or any of that. Like, I was just like, I was so tired of so much shit from this hoe, you know? And for real, I felt like within that, I found that her energy was rubbing off on me. And then I started cleaning up and stuff. And like, no, it's so much shit. I'm a really, really break everything down when I get completely honest. I'm gonna break everything down to y'all. I'm gonna break everything down to y'all because I've been decided. I'm so past. I've been decided that like I'm never coming back to her, and she can never come back to me. You know. So it's like it's stuff that people got to know about how strong I am, how shit played out. You get what I'm saying? But like I told you, the universe see everything, and the universe don't allow for good-hearted people to keep getting played with by scumbag ass people, like dirtbag ass people, for real. The universe gonna say, "Oh, you want to keep playing with my chosen one? All right. You don't want to see them as the gift that they are? All right. Let me clear this away from you real quick. Oh, you think that you got your end all be all? You think those people really care about you? You think that person's better than this person? All right. The universe has a way of showing you, you know? And it was crazy. It's even me messing with them women and stuff. I wasn't using them to get out of a financial rut or none of that shit either. None of that. Actually, my ex that I'm talking about, that's actually the only one I actually lived with, you know, for a little bit. For real, like on and off. And me and Nicole, me and my Nicole Lioli, we went everywhere on the low. Like we got some good ass memories. I got more memories with my Nicole Lioli, good memories with my Nicole Lioli than I did with the mother of my child. I don't even have no good memories of the mother of my child. Me and my Nicole Lioli though, like we had some good ass memories and some tellies and shit. We had some good ass memories. We was out Ohio with it. We was warring with them in Ohio. I swear to God, like how me and Nicole Lioli started warring with each other, and then we started warring with people in an area that we wasn't even from or anything like that. And then we started warring with people like individually while we was split up from us warring. we was going through some shit. Like I swear, like we got in a fight one time, nigga. I went to this other telly that I didn't have no money with me, right? But y'all know me, like what? I'm him. So, long story short, fast forward, I got my own telly. Fast forward, I got my own telly, right? She see me out there talking with a guy about a new position and everything, electrical position, my shoe boxes. I'm in my telly. I mean, I'm at my telly. I'm outside though, talking with the dude, and then we speaking and shit. We speaking and shit, and then she see me. She said that she was fighting with them niggas over there. When I'm trying to kick down the door at the other telly, I'm like, what the fuck over what? It was just so much wild shit happening. Like, shoot, man, me and Nicole Lioli. Me and Nicole Lioli would cause a storm. Nah, but I needed all of those. I needed all of those women though. The hell, because I learned a lot from from all of those women after the mother of my child. Like I'm trying to think of that one tourist's name. I want to say Ashley. I don't remember her name, but she was a short little black goddess or whatever. But one of the things I remember is how feisty she was. But she was a tourist. The white girl that was a tourist. I really messed with so much women since the mother of my child. Like I literally forgot a lot of their names and shit. I forgot like a lot. Oh, I was about to say Tess. The white girl's name was Jess. Her name was Jess. I was like, what is it? Tessa? I was like, Jess. And she had 2 kids. I actually went to the hospital with 2 of her kids. And she was going through a lot. That shit was crazy. I didn't find out till later with Jess, but like their baby father OD and shit. And I was helping them out. I went to the hospital with her and her kids. And even them being a complex cell organism, I started speaking about DNA when I was in the hospital and stuff. I had them people in there scared as hell. You know? the Puerto Rican Jovina, her son nice with the music. You know what I'm saying? And Jovina ain't played no games. But was born in Queens. Jovina was born in Queens, but she was raised out Jersey, and she a Scorpio. She Puerto Rican. She ain't played no games. Me and Jovina had some memories. Me and Jovina had some memories, and we was shit's crazy. I met Jovina through Jess, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was wilding because, like I said, I met Jovina through Jess, and then I slid off with Jovina. Next thing I know, I guess Jess found out that me and Jovina fucked and shit. This shit was crazy, man. Like, it was just like so much shit. It's like my baby mother was already crashing out sexually and stuff. I'm like, shit, I started crashing out sexually too, you know? Only difference with me is all of them niggas' DNA that you had sex with and stuff, that shit is still with you. That DNA is gonna be in your kids, you know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I wouldn't have another baby with you or anything like that. I'd be damned if I was to have a daughter with you and my daughter got DNA from all of those niggas that you fucked and messed with and shit. Hell nah. Bitch, you can keep that. Have any more babies with any of them other niggas that you fucking with. You know, continue to do that. Not me. Y'all, this bitch, when she was working at her job, this bitch was like, when I first met her, this bitch was like, I remember she was like, you know, one of the first ways how I knew she was a hoe. She was like, when she met me, and when I was homeless, and I had a 7 Series, my car was in the shop. She was like, you should have just fucked me. She was like, you should have fucked me at my job. Like, she wanted me to like, and that was like, I swear, it's like when like the first times like I was with her, like cuddle with her or whatever, like she wanted to fuck at the job. You know what I'm saying? Where we could have been caught on camera and shit, she wanted to fuck at that job. And like, it was a lot of signs to let me know that she was a hoe. But damn though, you know what I'm saying? Won't be the first child that got a mom as a hoe. You know what I mean? At first, I was so embarrassed of it. I'm embarrassed for her, but I'm not embarrassed of like my situation or anything, because I got one of the most realest situations of my family being destroyed due to infidelity. You know what I mean? And child alienation. Most people that talks about that shit, they won't tell you that they learned their anatomy off of their family being destroyed. I learned my genetic makeup off of being ostracized by this woman trying to destroy me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like I found myself and I found out everything due to the pain of that. But it's like, it's just crazy how life works, y'all, because like when I was about to kill her and shit, and I was on that type of time, like I got this song that I wrote, and I'm talking about in the song. I don't remember verbatim what I said, y'all, but I basically was like, what the fuck I say on the lyrics? I basically was like, your mom know I stand on morals, so you know you gonna always have her, basically. Basically, like, I won't kill her because she know I stand on morals, and that's your mom. At the end of the day, every child needs a mom, so she got it. But as far as me, she lost all respect for me, and she can't even stand by me. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm gonna make her. Like I said, she made the bed. I tucked her in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, since you want to make your bed, you want to go to bed early, let me give you an extra cover. Here's an extra comforter too. You know, you're gonna be in here for a while, so you know, you might as well make yourself comfortable. It's not like you're getting up off the early. You're gonna be in this bitch for a while, for some years, you know. So make yourself comfortable, you know. So it's real. But I'm telling y'all, all the new music that I have to drop is insane, y'all. It's insane. But a woman already took her place, though. There's one woman that already took her place. There's one woman that already took her place. Now my Brit, let me tell y'all. Like when I say like my Brit, oh my goodness, y'all have no idea how I feel about my Brit. I don't even think my Brit would have did that. I feel like my Brit would have told me what I didn't want to hear, and she did me wrong. But I feel like if we had a kid, I feel like she would have told me, and I would have just been mad. But it's like, even if it's something I'm mad about, that's what we forget in life, y'all. Even if it's something that you know someone's gonna be mad about, it's better that you tell them than don't tell them, because it's like you can always stand on. You already did whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So you can always stand on, at least I finished out with whatever came with it, good or bad, and I told the truth. You get what I'm saying? I told the truth, you know? I did my dirt. I did something I wasn't supposed to do, and I was honest about it, and I took whatever came with it. I didn't try to make the lie worse and try to hide it when I know it's already coming out or already came out. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's out, whether I confirm it or not. Like, I'm still not trying to go about the deception to that degree, that bad. But a lot of people still try to continue the deception, you know what I'm saying? And then they bring more bad karma to themselves, you know? Because remember, it's all stemming from something that you shouldn't have done even to start with. And a lot of people don't realize that because they be so in shock of the consequences around their choices that they didn't think that they was even going to get, that they forget to realize that it all started from something that they wasn't supposed to be doing to start with. So it's like, until you fix that, it's like you can bring yourself a lot more karma longer than you would have to go through off of that alone. You know, you got to really realize that, how energy works. But most people don't realize this, because you realize how energy works. You know, like I said, if you're doing dirt to a good person, it's going to be returned to you. You know, it's always going to be returned to you. So it's not even worth that those thrills, those desires in a moment, you know, that rush that you get, because y'all trying to feel like that first part of a relationship when it starts, and y'all chase the beginning of a relationship with every new person and don't want to go farther than that and shit. All that shit is played out, you know. And a lot of us men are aware of that, about a lot of these things. A lot of us men are aware of how y'all go from man to man to try to get the next best man. Like, so say y'all get a man like that's working a regular job, might have like a nice car, like, right? So say me, like I had the 740. So now she rolling with a nigga that got a 740. So now the nigga that got the 740 is getting attention from other niggas that's in competition with him, Now this nigga might have a souped up AMG. She's trying to get noticed by the nigga with the AMG so that she can get with him. Boom. She leaves that nigga. It creates a story. Just leaves it, whatever. Now she's with the nigga with the AMG. Now she's going somewhere in maybe more money places, more higher money places or whatever, association with this guy with the AMG. And now she's trying to meet the billionaire. You get what I'm saying? Now she see the guy that got the Rolls Royce, or she see the guy that got the Ferraris. Now she's trying to make herself visible with that guy that she's about to leave with the AMG for the guy with the Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Like, men, we know what y'all on. You know? We know what the majority of y'all women on. And it's like the most gross, the most disgusting activity too. It's so disgusting, y'all. Women like that, you'll never win with. Just leave them in the dust. Like, don't even really be friends with a woman like that, because it's just toxic. It's not even gonna be a good friend. You can't really learn anything from a person like that with that type of mindset. It's like outdated thinking. You know what I mean? Their perception is like 3D. You know how a person's perception is so 3D, like they're just thinking from that standpoint, so they can't see people like that are like superficial. Like they have no depth to them. You know, that's why they easily fall for stuff like that in a moment that someone will present to them, and they won't even see it as a trap. You get what I'm saying? Because they're just too stuck in a moment. Like, they're too 3D. They're like, anything that looks like it shines and glitters, they're gonna fall at their feet for it. You know, it's sad, y'all. I know me, I will not have me a woman like that. My woman gonna be solid. My woman gonna be solid. And ain't gonna be what you could throw. My woman gonna be so solid. What I could be fucking homeless, and it could be a millionaire, and the guy that how she likes that she will be attracted to, and that still ain't gonna move her. You know what I'm saying? She gonna look at him like what, and tell that nigga what that money means and everything, and the type of person he is for even approaching a woman like her and having the ignorance of not knowing how she was even coming at her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like my woman gonna be on some type of shit like that. You feel me? No one's gonna be able to brag about her and be like, oh yeah, I had her in my car gagging her like this and da da da. Ain't none of that shit. Y'all can keep that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. Ain't nobody saying that shit about my woman. Even when people talk about the mother of my child, they can talk about how she a hoe, but one thing certain that they'll never be able to say is, oh, she ain't with that nigga. Because that right after the conversation, it's always gonna come, oh, that nigga ain't with her. That nigga left her ass. That nigga ain't been with her for years. She been a single mom going through guy to guy. That nigga never took her dumb ass back. She tried to finesse him and tried to lie on some shit. She got her dumb ass left. You know what I'm saying? She got her done. She tried to control shit using the baby out of anger off of her poor behavior. It still didn't work out for her. You know what I'm saying? It still ain't work out for her. That's how you got to play it. You gotta just cut the cord. You gotta just cut that cord. You know. So yeah, y'all. I'm gonna start doing like a whole. I feel like I got like the narcissist handbook off of surviving the mother of my child. I survived the monster, y'all. She's so much of a monster. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. And she damaged me so bad and did so much damage to me. And I don't know. Maybe this is something. Y'all let me know. When you know you have a baby with a narcissist, is it abnormal to feel like that baby might be in harm's way? Because y'all know how envy goes and stuff that the mother of my child has did to me. I'm like, damn, she did that. What has stopped her, or what would stop her from even harming my child in any shape, way, or form? Even if it's something minor, which isn't minor, but like, say, like feeding him a little bit later or ignoring him when he cries or something, you know, because it's a reminder that she sees me in him, you know? And that's something I'm going to really state in court to really know, because I'm going to state it off of stuff that she's already done. Like, if she was able to do this and do this and do this, obviously that shows she has some type of form of hatred towards me, but I never did any of these things to her. What stopped? I'm gonna need reassurance that my son is being taken care of properly. And after that paternity test and all of that, if that really is my son and all of that, I'm gonna go all gas with that shit. All gas. All gas. All gas. Because I feel like it's already stuff that my son already, and I felt it, that he shouldn't have been around or shouldn't have seen. Maybe certain people shouldn't have been around him due to her activities or whatever guy she was fucking and sucking at that time. Like, I just know that my son has seen some shit, and some people been around my son that shouldn't have been around him. You know, I can feel it. You know, so it's like I'm going all gas with that shit. You know, I know you see this, yeah, I'm going all gas with that shit. I'm gonna go all gas with that shit, you know? Like I said, I don't even look at you as a friend no more. Ain't nothing that I got for you, no rap, no conversation. I don't give a fuck about no apology. Keep that shit. You know, it's been years, you know, like, nah. Like, I'm on a whole different type of time. So, like when I really tell y'all about really making sure, you know what I mean, you stay strong and you stay in your power, and you don't let negativity reach you. Like, it's a serious thing, you know? It's a very, very serious thing. It's a very, very serious thing. You know? It's a very, very serious thing. One of the things about me is, like, I don't acknowledge ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta realize, like, the ignorance, whether in person, on the internet, ignorant people are gonna be ignorant, right? You just gotta let them. You got to treat them like narcissists and just let them hang themselves. You know, a lot of times people just want to provoke you. You know what I mean? The best thing I tell everybody in life for protection purposes, awareness purposes, the best thing that you can do is see everybody as in a form of trying to bring harm to you, right? Because of course not everybody is trying to do that to you or make you feel bad or make you have low self-esteem and stuff. But majority of people in this world will. So you think about it, even like comments on the internet, if you're on live, majority of those comments are going to be comments from people that either don't like what you're saying, don't respect what you're saying, and they're trying to make you reactive. They're trying to get noticed. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in life. You know how a person sees you and they get offended and they might cough or spit on the ground. You know, you don't even know this person. You just happen to be in the same place as them at the same time. And you like, damn, my energy this strong is having you like this. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like once you really realize how energy is and you realize how people try to steal your energy from you, that really kind of helps you transmute and alchemize and deal with everything that life has to give you. You know what I mean? Because it's all around energy at the end of the day. Even currency, that's the energy, right? You know? That's all it is. You know? Even all this that I'm talking about from like escaping the narcissist and stuff, that's energy. That's a very, very low frequency, right? That's a really low energy, you know? But you got to prove people's card. So now I had to prove my baby mother's card. So now, Issa, now you're subjugated to just watching me on the internet and taking what I say to you on here for whatever growth that you can have. That's going to be the best for our child, you know. And I hope that you do that for yourself, you know. Sit your whole ass still, you know. Close your legs. You know what I'm saying? Try to not have sex so much, so maybe your pussy won't be like a garage. You know what I mean? Try to sit still a little bit. I didn't realize I was dealing with a kid in a woman's body, but damn. So yeah, I hope everybody is feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I value and respect y'all. Y'all know that we in the last days, another day. Like I'm about to get on this 610. I'm about to shower and all of that. I'm about to get right. Hear my Lord podcast off the early. You hear what I'm saying? And on my joint right here. You hear me? I'll tell y'all this, man. Men, we the prize. This is all men. Any woman that you as a man that's messing with you and she want to even in any shape, way, or form make another man seem like he's better than you off of her ego, her low self-esteem. I don't give a fuck what the reason it is that she's doing it. Bro, cut that bitch off immediately. Like chop. And women, for men also. Women, you got a man that you know you treat him right and you really care for him. He playing on your energy. You get what I'm saying? He taking your love. He taking your love for a game like you're someone to be played. Cut that nigga off. Cut that nigga off. I had to tell a white shorty the other day because I asked her a question because I thought she was playing music, and it just shows the low vibration of these young people. And she said my boyfriend will shoot you. When I looked at her, I could already tell she had like a black boyfriend. Not to sound ignorant, but the tattoos and everything on her, I'm like, oh yeah, she's one of them type of white girls. She probably got a black man and all of that. So I went up to her in a form of telling her that she would tell her man if her man was black, and she said that to me. You know what I mean? And you know, it's crazy because I had to tell her like, you know, I stand for children and stuff like that. You know, like I basically had to let her know like me walking up to you, I didn't walk up to you in a manner where it was like, you know, that you should have felt threatened like that. But again, I hate to say it like this, but y'all, she's unnatural, right? A lot of them are starting to feel threatened by us, black men preferably, as like a lot of information is coming out and as their anatomy is changing for the worse, whether they're aware of it from an anatomical level or not, you know? Just that species, you know, they're feeling like that about us more and more as days go forward because of the lies that they're trying to conceal that's coming out. You feel me? So I know that, right? So it's like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But still, I'm like, damn, man, y'all young people is wild. Like all of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I asked you, was you playing that music? Like low key, I was trying to give her some knowledge to tell, because I told you I could already tell that she had black people around her, a black man or something. You know, like I was trying to tell her from a standpoint, like if you know you got a black man, so you so-called care about black people, you got a black man. This is how you can help your black man out. You know. But it's just crazy. But yeah, though, y'all. Peace, power, abundance to y'all. You know what I mean? It's crazy because I'm about to fix my hair and everything. I'm on some just waking up shit, but this is how my hair is supposed to look. See that nappiness? Y'all see that? Yeah, I love that. You know, that's natural. That's coarse. You know, see how my shit grow up. You know what I'm saying? That's neuromelanin. You know, this alone is sun in the flesh talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everything backfired. People tried to make me feel insecure and low, and it ended up making me have a confidence. It backfired for me cutting all of those people off that wasn't good for me, that was abusive and not healthy for me, and it made me have a confidence to a point where nothing could make me feel less than no more. Because that's how you see how the universe works. The universe said, "Oh, y'all want to make my God feel less than? All right, I'm gonna let him know who he is, so he has energy to know everything for forever on." You know, how you doing today? You know, that's how the universe works. The universe said, "Oh, y'all want to make my God feel less than? All right, bet. Just because y'all trying to do that, I'm gonna make him know something that's gonna give him a confidence like he never had before, to a point where it's gonna seem like he's cocky or he's arrogant. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something that y'all not ever gonna be able to take away from him again. Since y'all took his so-called woman from him and did this. Now I'm gonna give him some knowledge that y'all won't ever be able to take from him. And now that's what I got. That's what I got here. Feel me? The knowledge I have with me now, y'all can't take it from me. You know? Y'all can't take it from me no more. Can't take this neuromelanin from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a neuromelanated being even when I leave my vessel. When I leave my vessel, I'm going to travel the cosmos. I'm gonna be moving in an energy form. You know? I'm gonna be moving energetically. And y'all gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be moving fast. You know? Y'all can't stop my rise. You know, and every other neuromelanated being that knows who they are too, you know? Y'all can't stop us, like. But I'll tell you who's feeling the shame more than anything right now, especially if they're rising. Because the mother of my child is melanated. She's not neuromelanated, right? But I guarantee you, those people that she chose to cheat on me with, that's of my same genetic makeup, that's the sun in the flesh. And if y'all watch my videos or see my videos, whether y'all know me personally or not, oh yeah, y'all know y'all fucked up. Because remember, melanated being purposely hurting another neuromelanated being. You know? A lot of y'all neuromelanated beings knew who I was, even though I didn't know y'all. And y'all still chose to conspire against me. Y'all still chose to try to ostracize me. Y'all still chose to slander my name. Y'all still chose to spread rumors on me. Y'all still chose to have sex with the mother of my child. You get what I'm saying? A lot of y'all. And a lot of y'all got the same anatomy as me. We gonna talk though. And we gonna talk outside of this vessel though. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Remember, we don't die. You know?
Doors open.
So no, y'all, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get more realer than it is now. Y'all think it's real now. It ain't real now. It's gonna get real though. It ain't real now though. But it's on the way though. It's on the way. You know?
Route 29.
I'm not Jamaican or Nigerian. I'm not African American either, but as you would know it, like 3 Wise saying it, I'm African American. I'm just black. But it's real feel what I'm telling y'all though, right? I saw a post yesterday with a guy saying that like people are trying to I knew I was the only one seeing it. And not just me seeing it from first-hand experience, but the guy was saying that like we're in a time now where it's like, let me look on my other phone so I can actually read y'all verbatim the post. I'm gonna show y'all if y'all want to see it from my other phone. But he was talking about how people are trying to weaponize. If my junk died, oh my shit died. But he was talking about how people was trying to weaponize, like people were getting mad at people that are struggling right now more than ever. And I'm like, and what I don't I always be telling y'all that I'm like, yeah, because the more it's showing that the system is breaking and that we're not supposed to be living like this. All the people that want to live like this, they're getting so-called mad at homeless people because without them even knowing what homeless people go through, but because they're looking at homeless people like I'm going to work every day and you're just outside or you're just here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they're looking at it. But it's like, wait a minute, this person doesn't even have privacy. The only time I have privacy is when I take a shit or I take a piss. And that's even if I go in a single bathroom, you know? That's even if I go in a single bathroom, you know? But yeah, y'all tried to kill my confidence though. But I know that my confidence now, my confidence before just came from me believing in myself. But now my confidence comes from me being neuromelanated and me knowing who I am as a neuromelanated being and what I'm doing on this planet. It's different now. So I value y'all. Yo, where's my brick bread at? Where the fuck is my brick bread at? I'm about to pass by my brick bread. Where is my Brittany at? Where is my Brittany at? I need to summon my Brittany. Where is she at? I love that girl so much, y'all. Oh, this ain't going to, I thought this jump was going to Mason. I got on the wrong bus, y'all. Hold up. Hold up.
Straight over on Westbrook Drive.
Yeah, I got on the wrong jump, y'all. But yeah, like I was saying, man, I just want my Britney though. Swear to God, like I just want my Britney.
Stringfellow Road, Park and Ride.
Telling y'all, we gonna mess around. Look, you know, I'm a person, when I want you, you know? When I'm off you, I'm off you. But I am not off my Britney at all. at all. Like she don't even know, but I'm on her line. Like I'm on her line. Like I'm on her line, y'all. Like I swear to God, if I was in a better situation. Oh, is that the one right there? Can you stop it? Can you beep at that one? I appreciate it. I got on the wrong jump, y'all.
Doors open.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Got the wrong one, man. Hello? I paid for that one. I got on the wrong one. That's why I wanted to. I like this jacket. All right. All right, yeah. Yeah, my fault, y'all. But yeah, like I was saying though, like my Brit though. Like that's all I want. Like, yeah, and y'all don't know how good it feels because after me escaping the narcissist, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't think that I was ever gonna be able to feel feelings for a woman again in general. Be real with y'all. And I'm slowly getting my mental health back, but I still be having panic attacks around being separated from my son, you know? But the most unbelievable thing for me in life though is that like I didn't crash out in a way of taking a life around me being alienated from my child since 2020. Like I don't even know how I survived this shit this long, y'all. I don't know, but I'm glad that like I didn't like see her within that time period of certain levels of me before I got here. I'm just say that, you know, I might have my panic attacks and say certain stuff, but I have enough energy to walk away from her. Obviously, because I'm staying away from her, I'm not reaching out to her or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when I wasn't that strong. You know what I mean? And when I wasn't that strong, I was scared for her to come by me. Now it's like she come by me, I'll just walk away from her. You know what I mean? I'll just shut. I don't care what she got to say or whatever. Like it's no reason, you know, to even say it. Like it don't mean anything now. Can't take back what's been done. I don't look at her the same. I don't want to be friends. I'm not sexually attracted to you. I don't love you. I'm not in love with you. You know what I mean? It's different now. But at first though, it was very scary, you know? And I was scared for myself because I was feeling like I wasn't going to have enough strength. And my son wasn't going to have a mom, you know? And not even just much because she hurt me, but what she did to her child, you know? Off of her poor behavior, you know? It was hard for me to accept that because I'm just like, damn, you know, you did this and this, but you know, why you gotta hurt me? And obviously, y'all know this is something familiar that happens. Child alienation is a serious thing. That every time it's done, whoever on whatever side that does it, the woman or the man, it's done from a standpoint of like passive aggressive, like vindictive, pessimistic. It's usually done when one person leaves a partner and they know they can't get the partner back again. And they're even more mad off of their own poor choices, and instead of looking at themselves and just trying to control whatever that's healthy, right, that would be even best for their child, because maybe they did destroy their family, they can't get that back, they don't want to do so, and they start trying to weaponize the child and use the child as collateral towards the other so-called parent. It's one of the most disgusting things ever in life, to be honest with y'all. And how often it happens with grown people, you know what I'm saying? That are supposed to have like so-called understanding and be able to act civil and stuff. But how once emotions get involved, all that gets thrown out the window and innocent children get hurt behind grown children. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, like I can't say it enough, but I'm just grateful I'm where I'm at, you know? Very grateful. Because I know that the entity that was attached to her and still is, that shit was supposed to make me so insecure. Because it was multiple things that she was trying to do, y'all. She was trying to make me have low self-esteem. She was trying to make me insecure. So the people that she ran to mess with sexually and all of that, that's of low vibration, lower than hers, are the same frequency. Like she wanted to make me like that so she can feel comfortable being with me then, because then I would be at a low vibration. You know what I'm saying? And if I was in that such a low vibration, I probably would allow her to be a hoe and be out here doing, you know, not treating me right and all of that, because all that comes with a low vibration. You know, that's like you're not respecting yourself. But so she was trying to break me down and then to come back to me. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm gonna break him down, you know, make him be able to tolerate me and deal with this. And then I'm gonna come back to him where it's more easy to do this because I broke him down. And then I'm gonna just settle down with him whenever I'm ready to settle down with him. And still have people on the side, because I don't plan on ever changing, you know? It's like she really tried it. But just playing with me, like just the fact that she played with me like that, it's like you gotta be kicked out of my life for the rest of my life. Like, you just crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Certain things in life you just gotta have zero tolerance for, and that's one of them things. That level of disrespect, off of manipulation and betrayal. When I gave so much love to you, even when you knew I knew that you was cheating, and you still wasn't admitting it the first time, the second time. I'm talking about even when we was in Woodbridge, when we was in Dumfries, and then you was on the phone, and we really wasn't even sexually active yet. You was trying to make fun of me on the phone, even when I'm like, like 2019 type shit. And then from even you getting gagged on the phone and shit when I was in like 2022, like it's all the secret parties and shit that you was going to, you know what I mean? Shit that you were doing with your friends, that was also hoes. That light-skinned girl that was a hoe when you was working at the car place, like everything that you was saying that you was doing, as like your true colors really came out, I knew all of what you was really doing, you know, and what you was on. Like your mask came completely off and then blew up in your face, just like niggas that probably cummed all in your face. You get what I'm saying? You're dirty as shit, you know. I don't want that, nor to have another kid with you again. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to help you. None of that. And I'm gonna always repeat this whenever I talk about this type of stuff, because this is the point that anyone that wants you to escape a narcissist, this is where you got to get at with it. You got to get to this point and even farther. But it's been so much beautiful women I've been meeting lately, but I'm looking for the woman that's gonna really have serious respect towards knowing that she has a man that's really for her. And like I told y'all, I want that to be my Brit. If that's my Brit, I'll be happy. Because that's all I want. That's all I want. I swear, I'll tell the universe, if you could just give me my Britney, if you could just give me my Britney and let her jump out there and see how good and flourishing we can be, I swear, like, I'll be even more perfect than what perfect is. I'm telling you. She a perfect age, like, all of that. Like, I swear. You give me that, I'll even stop smoking. I'm gonna say this. I'll stop smoking weed for the longest, even more than I stopped since I started, which will be like the longest ever in my life. And then when I start again, if I start again, it'll be in a more appropriate manner. If you can give me my Britney. Because I met my Brit when I wasn't smoking at all. I wasn't smoking weed, I wasn't smoking Black and Miles. I quit everything like right when 2025 started. And 2 months in, I got that job. And then like when me and Brittany got into it and shit, and we was in that parking lot, and niggas lied to her and said some shit that I didn't say. When I started being investigated and shit with HR and shit off of that shit, and they got closed out because there was nothing they can hold on to, but just the stress of all of that and how I really felt about her, and I couldn't tell her because I had to keep it professional in a work setting. Like, I hid it the whole time, but I was in love with her since I very first met her. But she didn't know I was in love with her, so it hurt so bad that somebody would tell her something that I wouldn't say to make her feel bad anyway, that it made me start smoking again. And actually, when I first started back smoking again, I started drinking again and everything. It made me start doing all of that again because it was like, it just made me so sad, you know? But I know that my heart is really pure. I don't know, whoever I end up with, it's gonna be with a woman that has a heart just like mine and that hasn't hurt me, you know? To be a woman with a heart just like mine, she's not gonna hurt me, you know? She's not gonna hurt me, she's gonna be there for me. She's gonna be patient with me. She's gonna see goodness in me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all good stuff. She's not gonna be trying to attack me or trying to like break me down, you know, and shit. Like, I know what a healthy relationship looks like now. I don't think I really knew what that looked like because I came from such a toxic family myself. You know, like, I got abused. Like, my dad almost killed me every night. You know, I'm surprised he didn't kill me. For real. Like, I was talking about, like, my dad stabbed me. My dad, like, broke my jaw. I remember one time my dad thought, I'm telling y'all, he thought my dad would get drunk. He always was thinking that I was saying something. This man hit me when I was on the table. My whole jaw was, like, hanging off of my face. You know? And I didn't even say anything. Like, he thought, like, I said something. So, like, I basically what I'm saying is, like, I had to learn what would be toxic and what's healthy. Like, I didn't know what that looked like or anything like that. And that hurt me a lot. But like now I know though. Now I know what that looks like and stuff. But I swear, like, I'm ready for a flourishing relationship. I thought that I had that with the mother of my child. But I swear, man, like, I just want that with Brittany. I just want that with my Brit, you know? I swear.
Route 29 and Summit Drive.
I wish that she would just explore her heart and like not allow herself to care what other people think. I feel like in the 90s, y'all, that's how women was and stuff. Like, they used to like, you know, that's how it was back in the day. Like, women, like, they would go against the world for their man, you know? I swear, that's how it was, y'all. They'd go against the world for their man. For real. Man, they'd be like, They be like, what? You know, y'all against him, da da da. And that's one thing I can say. I know, like, if I have that, if I really appreciate that, and I'm gonna do right for that. But I don't care about the time it takes. I'm not settling for anything less than any woman that's really broke my heart. You don't even have a chance. I'm not ever forgiving you. You know, like I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even understand why anybody would even play with me like that. Because if you were to play with me like that, you know I'm the type of man that I'll just leave you alone and cut you off. So you playing with me like that just lets me know that you was trying to make me crash out. So that means you was trying to destroy my life in that way also. You know, that's how I look at it. Because I really will take shit there. And it's like, I'm like, damn, you really tried to make me throw my life away. You know what I'm saying? You don't, nobody that tried to make me throw my life away deserves to be around me for any more chances to try to get me to throw my life. Like, you're not going to even get a chance to even finish the job, bitch. You just cut off. Like, I know who you are, you know? Whether you want to admit who you are or not. Like, people really think, like, just because that they don't reveal who they are as far as, like, saying and confirming it, that you don't see them for who they are. Or they think because you see them for who they are, and just because they're not confirming it as far as, like, saying it to you, like, right in your face, like, you're like, oh, I'm just not going to admit this, and they're not going to see me, you know? I'm just going to stand off to the side. They're not going to see me. They don't see me. No, but we see you. We see you clear as shit. Like, don't matter how far you keep yourself from me, as soon as you're an enemy, even people that I never even spoke about on here that did me wrong or did dirt to me from like 10 years ago, I still got them in the back of my mind, and I got them close and prepared for anything of them to jump out there. You know what I'm saying? Like my mind like captures memory of shit, and then it puts you like in a file, and then once you're in that file, you can't get out. You know, on like an Aquarius tip for real, like you can't get out. Because I don't play about my loyalty, and I don't play about whose life I'm gonna be in or who's gonna be in my life. I don't play about that shit.
Legato Road and Dixie Hill Road.
But they're forgetful. Fear God, what can't you do because you're forgetful? Because you're forgetful. But yeah, y'all know it's a real life is really real though, y'all. You know, but I'm mainly glad that everything happened though, because you gotta think about it, like I still got the image, like the image like I'm telling y'all, when I came to my apartment and I seen the nigga with the locks with all the tattoos and shit, and I seen the lesbian bitch in her car. It's just like that was like all the confirmation that I needed. But like when I say like everything started getting revealed to me, everything started getting revealed to me. And then after it got revealed to me, I was just like, I was so grossed out, y'all. I was like, ew. Y'all know how like you see a person and you know what they're really doing, and then you don't even see them as attractive no more. You hear what I'm saying? Oh yeah. No facts. I forget them. I feel you. I forget them. I forget them. But the reason why I don't forget them, like even like this, I'm staying on this. I got a kid with this woman, but the reason why I don't forget them is because yeah, nah, I feel you. The ick, nah, for real. Yeah, you know what I mean, because like you be so grossed out by them, like you don't even see them in the same. It's almost like they're like a completely different person. You don't even see them the same. But like, I got real bad PTSD. I got CPTSD also. So the PTSD that I got, the PTSD I got, literally it makes me. When somebody does me wrong, I see them as a threat, and when I see them as a threat, I keep them far away, but I keep them close also. Like I keep them far away, but I know exactly what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still tuned in to them for a way. Like if they try anything stupid, I'm already gonna counterattack it. Like I'm not gonna let them know. Like I never let her know everything that I know about her that she wouldn't even think that I know about her. For if she try to play a certain way, it's already gonna get counterattacked. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad I gotta be like that, but and there goes for any other enemy or anybody else I cut off. The same thing with you, male or female. Like I got you in a folder, and I'm prepared for anything with you because I got PTSD and I don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep you far, but I keep you close. You know, life is too real to be playing with anybody. You know what I'm saying? People signing out by the day. You know, so when you really realize that in a generation of times we're in even more so, you can't play with your energy to have anybody around your energy that would be a threat to your energy. You know what I'm saying? You can't play with those people. You gotta let those people play with their own lives. Like basically, like I'm not gonna let you play with my life to get me to make you sign out, or you're to put me in a situation where I can sign out. You know, off of something that I'm not aware of, thinking that you're loyal to me and you trying to set me up and backdoor me and shit like that. I can't play with you. You know. Like I come from Baltimore City, like what? Like I seen like the worst ways and situations that are happening to people. You know what I'm saying? Where people's eyes light up like a light bulb. You know? Like nah, we can't play those games. But it is sad that like I gotta be like that. I never thought in a million years that I would have to put somebody in that category that would be the mother of my child. That's the part that's like. Usually people that I put in those categories, they like random people and stuff. You know what I mean? Not someone that I have a kid with. So it makes it even more embarrassing on her part. Like, damn, you did somebody so bad that you didn't even be friends with them. Like she's gonna have to tell that story, like, and tell the truth or lie about it every time it comes up. But either or, however it comes up, it's gonna be embarrassing for her. You know, people like, damn, where's the man of your child? Like, damn, 'cause usually y'all know how people. It's not abnormal that relationships don't work out and stuff, right? But people gonna be like, damn, you can't even talk to him. He don't even want to talk to you. Like you can't even call him on anything involving a kid. Like even for you to get a message to him, you got to give it to his mom, and then she got to call him. It's that bad. What the fuck did you do? Yeah. Do I do your stream on Kick? No, but I need to start though. I'm just starting to. The real reason why I'm on here, I'm mainly on here to try to help people, right? Whatever they got going on in their life personally, however I can, because I don't know how I can help you off of you hearing what I say. I can say something random, and it could be something that you're going through or something that could help you in a way that I don't even know, and I'm happy if I did. But the reason why I'm really going through your situation is because, like I said, I've been alienated from my child since 2020. I'm getting out of homelessness, but I'm still homeless. I'm still sleeping outside. I'm still in poverty. I'm still suffering financially. I just got a job, and like I haven't got like my first checks yet, but I had to pay a lot of money towards a private investigator to call the mother of my child out on all her lies and stuff. Like, and in my last jobs that I had over the past months, I would have had me at least another car right now. But I just don't have another car because I had to throw all the money, you know what I mean, to catch her in her lies, you know. And yeah, man, I've been separated from my child for 5 years. No pictures, no video call, no confirmation he's okay. Even when I was doing wellness checks, the cops was getting mad that I was asking for wellness checks and stuff, and they started getting irritated and stuff like that. Like it's been so much. Imagine having your first child, and then you being around him even more than his mom is around him. Due to like work basis, how close it is from where y'all live, and then imagine being with your son every day even more than the mom. From when he first comes out of her, and her setting you up to take your son somewhere else, and then call your mom and tell your mom with not knowing that she set you up, you know, and then that was the last day. The courts and stuff wasn't allowing you. Just imagine that shit, and then around my car, y'all. Like she was so narcissistic, and she was lying to Loudoun County and having the police come to my apartment for bullshit, whatever she was saying. I had to buy a car cover to put over my BMW because I was already feeling like she was gonna fuck with my shit. I parked my car in another part of the apartment complex, not in front of my apartment, and she fucked with my car, y'all. She fucked with my car, you know? Like she was doing like diabolical shit, like everything that someone can do, or you think of a narcissist doing, she did it more. You know? Still doing shit. Like literally. That's what put me over. You know? Like a narcissist. You care for them because you probably have really real love for them, right? You're like, man, I'm just gonna love them more. They need more love. They need someone that really, because you always think like they just need someone to care for them. They never had no one that really cared for them. And then so you being that person to care for them the whole time, you feeding their ego because they know that they're already doing you wrong and that they shouldn't be doing you wrong, but they don't care because they looking at you like as like supply, as like they main supply that they always can run back to you. You know, and eventually plan on settling down with, but the whole time they never gonna treat you right. You know what I'm saying? The more you feed in their ego, the easier it's gonna be for them to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is foul as shit because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like if I really would have, I'm gonna tell y'all how she was saved in so much ways because she don't realize like I really got PTSD from disrespect. Like if I really would have knew what she was doing while she was doing it to the degree how I do now. Y'all, I would have beat her like a whole nigga in these streets, and I would have left her bloody. Like if I wouldn't have killed her, I would have did like some brain damage. I would have started like kicking her head on the ground and all of that. I would have did some foul ass shit to her off of playing with me like that. Like I would have left her damaged with like a scar or like permanent damage to her body for playing with me like that. You know, that's why I'm glad how the universe revealed everything to me. It was in a way when it was like I already was gone from her and I already separated from her. You get what I'm saying? Where it was like, you know, like it happened in a way where she was gone. Yeah, they will. They'll worm their way in like a bad habit. Oh no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, you gotta have a strong foundation. One of the greatest things that I learned in life is boundaries. You know, boundaries. It's sad though that when it is really sad though when you gotta literally put boundaries for someone because they're so toxic and they don't respect you. But it's someone that you had all the respect for at one time, and you would have did anything for. You know. It just shows how valuable energy is and stuff and really what's important. Like you can't damn, she looks here.
And River Fork Drive.
You know, you gotta keep your head up, you know what I mean? And you gotta stay positive at the end of the day. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's nothing else that can hurt me in life though. For real, for real. Maybe like physically, because it's like I'm still a physical being right now. I'm in a dead state, but like my mind, like nothing can hurt me or make me feel less than or anything like that, because nothing can make me feel more pain than the pain that I felt and been feeling off of being separated from my child. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the worst of the worst. After all these years, all of these days, every night, y'all have no idea how much tears I cried. Y'all have no idea how much tears I cried off of being separated from my son. So much tears, y'all. So much tears. So much tears. Like I've crashed out in endless ways. Like y'all know how long I've been talking to y'all, going on an hour now and 42 minutes. Like I got so much to say. My mind is racing so fast. Like I'm just different now, you know? And I didn't think that it was gonna be like this. You know? I didn't think that it was gonna be in water, what she had. We probably been on like our fourth kid right now. Me and the mother of my child, for real. I guarantee we had Zion in 2020. I would have probably had a daughter with her like in 2021. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have had another kid with her. Probably would have been a boy. We probably would have had another girl after that. We would at least have like 3 kids by now. And for a fact, we would have been even in a better living situation. Like we kept moving up. It's like we was homeless together and all of that. And we kept moving up. We would have went up some more, you know? I probably would have already blew up with my music now, because I would have had crazy videos out. You know what I mean? Like I just started talking with Styles, his manager. I would have made those moves. It's like it didn't stop me, but this shit, it slowed me down. It definitely did slow me down, but it slowed me down in a way where I learned as it slowed me down. You know what I'm saying? But it taught me a lot, because everything that I learned from it, it's stuff that the demons, like the same energy that my baby mother has, those entity attachments to her and her conniving and seductive ways and shit. A lot of women that I come across in the industry got that same energy and that same way of being like and all of that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I got a little preparation of that through her, how to deal with that going forward, you know? And I'm glad that I got that. I can definitely say that. I'm very, very glad that I got that. It's like I got a head start. I got a head start on I got a whole head start on women and stuff through her being like that. And that's the best thing that I could have done, you know? It was one of the strongest things for me. You know, I'm so grateful. So grateful. So I remind you of Ruby Space. I'm gonna check her out. You said her name is Ruby Space. Are you going? That's crazy. You asked me if I'm born in February. I actually am born in February. My birthday's February 3rd. I'm Aquarius.
Route 29.
Yep. I was supposed to be born on Bob Marley's birthday. I was supposed to be born February 6th. I came early, and I came out laughing. It's crazy because my son came out fast also. This is ironic as shit. Like my son came out fast just like me. Like the same exact way. I'm just like, damn. Am I seeing myself in a reincarnation?
Main Street.
Through come out of another woman? Like I'm like, what? This shit is crazy. But yeah, you know. I'm gonna check her out though. Ruby Space. Oh, Space Set. Ruby Space Set. Yeah. Yeah, being Aquarius is it's hard being Aquarius. You know, because a lot of people don't realize, like they say, like you can't change Aquarius, But Aquarius definitely would change itself if necessary, if needed. Just like anybody else. Not to say this to say no sign, no other signs can do that. Anybody can do that, but I'm just saying. Like, y'all know how they say, like, you can't change Aquarius. Like, a lot of that shit really is true. Like, Aquarius were some of the most rebellious people. That's why even sometimes more rebellious than a Taurus. And the mother of my child is a Taurus, you know? But my mom is a Taurus also. So I already know the energy. That's like the first, you know, feminine energy I knew was Tauruses. Most of the women that I talk to out here, they're most likely a Taurus, you know? I attract nothing but Tauruses. My ex that I was talking about, that's 47, that's in the medical field, she's a Taurus, you know? Like, birthday is like 2 days after my mom's birthday, May 15th, you know? My baby mother's birthday is May 20th, you know? And so it's just crazy. I kind of am, you know? Because I don't like to admit that, but I really am, though, in a lot of ways. I have a different lens. Even more so now with the information I know now around anatomy and science and, you know, genetically, everything from a biological standpoint. But I've always been like that, even before I knew I was like that. Like, there's so much niggas that got killed around me and shit that I knew they was gonna get killed right beforehand. And I told them how to avoid it and they didn't believe me, or that something was about to happen and they didn't believe me. And then it happens in less than 5 minutes, you know? Like, I have like a sixth sense. Like, I try to save people. I told my baby mother, like, you know, I was trying to tell her how I knew it was going to play out without letting her know that I could tell the truth and I could see the future, you know? Because I didn't want to scare her, but I was trying to warn her in the most positive way, like, don't do this, these people aren't, like, because I didn't want to go deep in detail and scare her, you know what I mean? So I tried to tell her in like a broad way, like, this isn't how this is going to play out and da-da-da. Like, I already know what this is. I see through your whole situation in this. But, you know, y'all know how they say when somebody has an outdated way of thinking, like how they perceive stuff, their perspective, you know what I'm saying? Especially like a young woman that's like sexually driven and driven off of her sexual desires and behaviors while being emotionally unstable, you usually can't reach that woman. That woman is going to have to go through a lot of bullshit. It would have been all good if I would have met her after all her whole shit and I already didn't have a relationship with her. You know what I'm saying? But then still, I probably would have had something to say, because now, what I know now, I would have been, well, first off, I would have been able to feel that she's been with a lot of men. So off break, I would have judged her if she was being honest with me about that or not. Maybe not even would have asked her, just to see if she was going to tell me the truth. You know, knowing that she's been with over 10 men, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, like, you know. But what do they say? A person's being deceptive. You don't even got to ask them questions or actually catch them. You just got to let them do them, and they're going to show themselves. And that's really what I let her do, you know. I'm like, okay, you don't want to listen to me. You don't even know how much respect that I have for you that I'm even telling you this. Average person, I wouldn't even tell them this. The fact that I know this is about to happen and you playing with this, you already disrespected me and I'm about to leave you alone. But the fact that I'm actually telling you this, I'm giving you a chance because I care, and you still ignoring it, all right, it's nothing else left I can do for you, you know? You gotta go. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of females make these mistakes, but most men, like 90% of men that's in this type of situation, they're not gonna take you back after you've been stuck by dick. No, that's gross. Like I told you, I don't want a garage pussy. I don't want a garage pussy with millions of different DNA from different men. To your standpoint, that even if I have a kid with her, I might not even be able to tell if that's my kid, because all the different men DNA that she has, that she's been sexually active with. That's gross, you know? I want my kid to fully look like me and shit. This hoe went on the whole rampage of wholeness, even more than she was even when she was with me. And tried to hide it. Like, this bitch would be like having pictures up, trying to delete the pictures, hopefully hoping that I don't know or don't see. Like, this bitch was wild. Yeah. Nah, for real. That shit be crazy. Like I said, but
University
the
Drive.
whole point of this live is any and everybody that sees this live, you know,
Stop Brixton.
don't let a narcissist continue to feed off of you, you know, or don't feel like it's going to be a point. Don't feel like it's going to be a point where they're going to change for the better and stuff because they never do. You know? And it's not even about them changing. You don't want a person that's going to disrespect you to the point of no return or change you entirely off of how bad they disrespected you for you to have to get love. Like you, like if you're already like you don't need to be disrespected to be loved. Like the right person is just going to love you right the first time, and it's going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy, and so like you're going to be worshipped without even realizing you're being worshipped. But it's going to because it's not even going to feel like you're being worshipped. It's going to feel so pure. It's going to feel so mutual. You know, if you already got to be questioning, already got to be on eggshells with a person and stuff because you don't trust and stuff, that's already a problem. Or because of certain stuff that they've shown you, you already need to find another person. That's the wrong person for you, you know. And I realize now, like off of the type of woman the mother of my child is, all I do is just see that same woman over and over in a different body of all these women. It's like the same like I'm saying the same activities even from a standpoint of like the energy like got they grab their phone and sing, you know what I mean? It's literally like the same person just in a different body.
University Drive.
I see all the same type of women in different bodies now, off of how me knowing how my baby mother was or is, you know. So it's like I don't really, like I said, like I'm not in a rush for anything because I already know what I'm not allowing. You know what I'm saying? Anything in the past that was in the past that had a chance of doing me wrong, I'm not allowing it. You know, in my life at all. You know, like it's zero chance. You don't have a chance at all. And I don't care what you would even have to offer me. I'm not taking no amount of money. I'm not taking no level of sex, free sex, nothing. I'm not taking like my baby mother can come with me with $50,000 and a brand new BMW and hella weed. Like, look, I'm sorry, but I'll take the weed, the bag that the weed is in. I'll burn the bag by itself. To kill myself, crash the car, just to fuck up the car, and then take the money and burn the money too.